Who wants to recap?
Crashed.
Jordan, you're never getting those cards from me.
And then
I can try.
what do we do after that? And then we all stood around trying to figure out what we were going to do and get ourselves together, and we figured out Gareth was definitely not walking. And our current plans are to try and make it to the desert city. Also, I may or may not have pushed Gareth onto his face.
Good job.
Okay. I think it's a pretty decent recap. Anna, as you're flying around investigating these houses that haven't been taken by time yet, 4 giant rock-like statues get up and look around. What do you do?
Wait, what the fuck just happened?
What do I do? Well, what are they doing? Outside of looking around.
They're just there, kind of just seeing if they could take you guys. There's 4 Earth Elementals, and they seem to be relatively, rock sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
Are they moving around currently?
No, they stood up from where they're hiding.
As long as the group keeps moving like I told them to, I'm just gonna kind of linger in the air overhead and just make sure they don't do anything.
They don't really do anything. After a few minutes, they go back down and turn to the boulders that they were. And if they weren't moving, you would have sensed they were there.
Yeah, like I said, just waiting for the group to move the safe distance away from them. And then once the group's at a safe distance, just kind of catch up with them.
Okay. In the meantime, what's the rest of the group doing?
Walking with
the
the
rest
cart.
of us are on the airship. Do any of us know there is the Earth
Airship.
elementals?
What airship?
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot. We're all
That got
over
deleted 2 sessions
traveling.
ago.
Not really paying attention to over there, are we?
No.
So does any of us notice these Earth elementals?
Who wants to make a perception check?
Well,
I guess
it's
I
kinda
will,
hard
since I was
not-
the one that threw
He's
that
always
out.
watching. She'll make a perception. Good.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to notice them, to be honest.
Yeah. Emily, you notice that they are definitely around. They don't seem to be doing much. They don't seem to eat. And if you invade their territory, they'll attack. But other than that, they seem to get themselves.
Keep your voices low. We may have company if we're not careful.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Well, considering I'm over a bit further away from everyone, and I probably didn't hear anyone talk about it, I'm gonna come out and look around. Do I notice anything particular about the top left one?
Was that perception? No. They look like normal rocks.
To me, that it just looks like a pile of rocks.
Yeah. Like natural landscape rocks.
I'd like to go a little bit closer, without getting too close.
Okay. It's a very interesting rock. Like, you look at it and just weirdly shaped. Doesn't seem to be weathered.
Do I see anything with investigating it?
No. It's a rock. It's a big rock.
Okay. I'd like to walk up closer to it, and have a look at these uniquely shaped rocks. That's it.
Okay, I see Lump getting closer. I'm gonna Rocky Talkie say, get away from there before I shoot you dead before they should kill us.
Okay, Lunk, you hear over the walkie-talkie what Emily said.
What are you talking about? I say back.
Just don't.
Don't what?
Don't.
I'm
Come
looking
back.
at these rocks.
No, just no.
I shove the walkie-talkie in my pocket and just ignore him. He's being crazy right now.
I let everyone else know, hey, Lunk's about to get us all killed.
I go in. I don't
mean,
alter
wouldn't
the
be the
rocks, but
first
I go
time.
in and just take a closer look at it.
Okay. Again, it's just a weirdly strange rock, keeping the same investigation roll. It's like, if you've ever been to, like, Wyoming or Colorado, they have just giant rock pillars, and then nothing else around it. It's kind of like that.
I haven't yet been there, but okay. I shall take your word for it. But yeah, I'm not gonna do anything further to it, but I'm just gonna stand by it and just keep looking at it. It's unique to me. It's rocks in the middle of the desert when there isn't a whole lot out here.
Yeah, besides...
There has to be something up with these rocks, but I don't know.
Lunk! You hear vibrating in your freaking pocket.
That's not...
Okay, people by the cart.
What?
And you see you flying around. You don't see Emily. She's, what's going ahead. You keep hearing over the walkie-talkie that Lunk's doing something stupid.
What's new? I guess we'll go find Lunk.
Okay.
See what he's
We'll get to that. Start in a sec. Poppy, Janice, and Sphene, what are you doing?
I'm trying to make sure Gareth is okay.
He looks suppressed.
He's lying on the sled, just lying there.
So I'm going to try and comfort him to say it'll get better. Everything will be okay in the end.
You hear him say an explicit, followed by the word off.
I have a quick question. So Janice is the only one that knows that he's like paralyzed or some form of it. The rest of us just know he's injured, correct?
No, I could have sworn I
Everyone knows that Garrus can't walk.
detailed that he can't walk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, anybody in the vicinity when I pulled my stunt and made him fall on his face should know.
Well, we know they can't walk, but do we know that he's like fully paralyzed or it's just a back wound?
It's severe enough that normal healing spell like Cure Wounds didn't fix it.
I just had the thought because I remember last week, I remember you saying something about your friend just has this grave injury and you're not being sympathetic, and I'm like, but Emily doesn't realize.
It would be pretty apparent, him not being able to stand on his own, that something
he
is
just-
obviously out of the ordinary.
He just got hit in the back. Emily knows he's tough. Seen him. But okay, I just wanted to confirm that.
Poppy?
I'm pretty much just gonna play music as we kind of make our way across the sand.
Desert survival music.
Basically.
Can we get some Darude Sandstorm?
Oh jeez.
Okay. Anna.
Mm-hmm.
You fly over to where Lunk is. Just, staying buff in the air. In Lunk just looking at this big old rock that you know is an elemental.
I'm just gonna go down and grab him by his scruff.
Lunk, you're gonna let him? Lunk.
I guess we take that as a yes. No
Apparently.
resistance.
Okay. He seems a little distracted, and you just kind of pull him up by his scruff of his shirt.
And then just carry him back to the group.
Okay. You know, because you're carrying him, your speed's half, but it doesn't matter at this point. You set him down by the rest of the group and just, you know, like,
Drop him by the rest of the group. Not enough to kill him.
Mhm.
And then just continue kind of flying overhead, making sure nothing is coming from distance.
no. And this area seems relatively clear of monsters. You just gonna push past it, besides 4 elementals that are here.
Yeah, we'll just keep going. Just following what Hushby says directionally to go.
You guys do give, you know, the elementals a wide berth, but eventually you get through the area with no encounter, like I have planned.
Much to the DM's chagrin. We'll screw up next time, I promise.
Well, I'm sure. Okay. You're traveling along, and there seems to be a fair bit of cactus everywhere.
Is there anything particularly interesting about these cactus?
They're surprisingly big for how dry this desert is.
The size would be directly tied to.
Sorry, you cut off.
The size would be more tied to age. They might grow a little slower. So it's just a super ancient desert.
Make a history check.
That would be a nature.
No, history. Because it depends on what you know of this area. What was before.
But if I know of the plans, I'll make one as well. History as well. Boom.
History. This desert is only 300 years old. It was formed by the explosion that killed the Terrest.
Okay then. I like
So,
how
Emily.
we just assume everything is out to
Well, I mean, everything so far has tried to kill us. It's a pretty safe assumption to make so right now.
Jeez. Fear for your life much?
Well, I mean, next time if you just want to stay behind, we'll just leave you there. We got more than just 1 or 2 people to worry about right now.
Back to Emily. Because of how relatively new this desert is to this geological area, cactus this big is unusual.
I got a bad feeling about this. Not even a chortle.
Just keep on right now.
Mhm.
Because being stuck out here without an airship is a death sentence.
I agree. For
Anna,
Mhm.
what's your passive perception? You notice that some of these cacti are leaking this water-like substance
Nope.
from the needle points.
It's spiky stuff. That's never a good thing. Because we still have supplies and whatnot to last, so we're not like
Mhm.
desperate for that. Yeah, again, it's just
Just an interesting
yeah,
feature of this desert.
leaky cacti.
Right. Feature.
Yes, it's a
These cacti are fake. We're in a
yes, they're a
simulation.
terrible monster that you guys should not fight.
We are in
Oh.
a simulation.
I mean, we don't know what's real and what's not in this desert. Aside from Hushby, what's Hushby think? She's been out here.
Oh, I have actually drank some of this cactus juice before. It's a local alcohol substance at in the port town. It's actually rather good.
So it's an
I run
alcohol?
up to the cacti.
What do you say, Lunk?
How far away is the cactus?
Oh, you're close enough to look at one.
I run up to it and take a little taste of it.
Yeah, you find a little drop of water, you lick it. It's very sweet. It's like kind of having like a sweet lemonade. And then you feel your tongue going a little bit numb, like you just had a little bit of alcohol.
I use Mage Hand to squeeze the cactus a little bit to get more to come out.
Okay, because how big this cactus is, your mage hand that can only carry 5 pounds doesn't really do much to it.
What?
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
As you're saying, Zard,
What was I saying?
you're asking Hushby.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious what it was. Because I knew someone was going to try and lick it.
Well, it's
Whether it was toxic or not.
like I said, they sell it at the port town as a refined alcohol. I think this is unrefined stuff, so it might be a little more potent than you find it in town. But after a long day, some drinkage is good.
Maybe a long day when we're not hauling back critically injured and dying personnel. That would be the case, but right now we just need to focus on getting everybody out of here.
Well, I also know that this alcohol in general is good for cleaning wounds. So if you maybe want to clean these wounds and we don't have it, we can harvest some.
Do we have any empty vials?
I don't know. Do you guys do?
I don't think I do, no.
Because when the people patched up Gareth, did they use any of that material?
Let me check if I have any bottles that have not been broken.
Because I remember someone saying they used a healing potion on Gareth. I can't remember if that was Poppy or Sphene.
It's not me, because I don't have any of those listed in my inventory at all.
Almost, even in that case, I'm sure we have some kind of
Like maybe a war skin. You want a war skin?
Yeah, because I'm sure in the time we've traveled, we've probably used one at this point. So we can probably take the one that we've used and fill it up with this, so when we stop for the night, we'll use it for Gareth.
Okay.
If that's okay for everyone else.
Fine
Yeah.
by me.
Okay, in that case, if you're gonna harvest it, I'm going to say make a nature check.
Excuse me. Well,
It's surprisingly not that easy to harvest it from.
so
really only
anyone
get
else
two
want to
jobs.
give it a try?
Do you want some help there?
Maybe somebody who's a bit more proficient in handling plants.
Oh, come on! That's bull crap! No, I don't think I can do it today. My hand's feeling very dirty.
Hmm.
Oh, please. I can do it. It's not that hard.
Stabs himself in face. 2, 1, 1. Oh, close.
Yeah, you end up getting a stab to yourself with a needle in the cactus.
Ah,
Like-
screw. Forget these.
Walks up to plant and just hopefully manages to make it work.
Okay, what's your experience with Feywild plants? And sometimes they can be fickle. You're able to get about half of a water skin full of cactus juice. No, if you want to drink it, it'll quench you.
Because we know how well that worked out.
And I only got one chuckle from that. Okay.
No, you guys are good.
Okay. Moving on. It is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now.
Okay, well, we could probably take a break if everyone needs a breather from walking.
It's been a long, hot day so far.
People want a break. We can set up one single tent.
It might not be a bad thing to travel while it's cooler.
The deserts get very cold at night. Be warned.
And I think the desert would be a little too cold for most to travel at night.
Plus, monsters can be very bad at night.
I mean, would we rather just break for lunch?
I'm just putting that option up to the party. We can if that's what people want to do. I know we've been walking and everyone's walking.
The only ones who aren't walking is he who shall not be named at this time, and Hushby.
Hushpie's like, yeah, I'm getting a little cell sore right now. I don't mind walking for a bit.
Then we'll just take a breather for a little bit and give everyone a chance to rest their legs.
Do you need help getting down, Hushby?
Yes, please.
Helps Hushby down of the horse.
And then she does, after she gets down, she does some stretches and just like, they're relatively quiet. I wonder why.
Must be hard riding all day.
Well, yeah, especially on I hate to say this, Sveen, a mechanical horse.
Why would you need to say sorry about that? It's the truth.
Well, it's also not the most comfortable. Horse seat.
I mean, if you want to walk, you can walk. I'm not gonna force
she
you
looks
to
at
sit
her
out.
gnome self and like, short leg.
I'm just saying, if it was too much of a complication.
Oh, look at you. You have wings. Yeah, but I
And
don't want to start a fight right now.
yeah, that'd be a good
Bad
idea.
time to start a fight.
Fight.
Oh, look at her. She'll beat the crap out of me. Pointing over to Anna.
I don't have to beat you. I just have to take you high enough that when you hit the ground, you ain't gonna be moving anymore.
See?
Hey, no more fighting.
Says the one who loves the aggression fight.
I do not.
Right. Just like you're the nicest person around.
Well, hey, at least she doesn't
everyone-
grab cubes, so I mean.
Oh, don't act like you don't remember what she's been doing. She acts all innocent.
All right,
Yeah, and
everyone-
who stole the cube when we were discussing?
everyone just go chill.
Still got my eyes on you, Janice.
I did
That
nothing
even is
wrong.
your name.
During this break, I'm gonna let Mercy off the reins of the sled, so she can get a minute to stretch.
Okay. Hushby is like, goes up to Sphene, motions for her to, come down and whisper.
Goes down.
So what's up with, play over to Janice? She seems to be a little bipolar.
She
Is that even a
seems to be-
word?
You don't even hear this going
in
on.
this universe? No, this is a lot of characters. Is that even a word in this universe?
Yes.
Bipolar?
Brian, we have cuss words. We have just about everything.
Alright. I'm thinking of it as a medical term than an actual word.
Yeah, she does that on occasion. Mainly when we're fighting or something like that. She becomes a complete opposite of how she is now.
Strange. Like, I have never heard of anyone with that condition.
It is strange, but for now, it hasn't hurt too many.
Okay, well, it's quite odd.
It is.
But who am I to judge?
Yes. Some people are a little different than what they seem.
Well, I have traveled with quite a few strange folk in my time. Many different warforges and double gears and such. I ran into this one guy who was crazed by the desert. He would cook cockatrices on a stick until they're black. Strangest fella.
I imagine. What kind of warforges have you seen?
Oh, none as pretty as you are. More of the wooden and metal time. Some with rusted voice boxes, so they hardly ever speak.
You could say I was lucky.
Well, I'm sure we'll run into a few more warforges on our 7-day more trip.
Probably not many like me.
Oh, probably not.
Specifically, probably not many that are my version, too.
Really? You seem so confident in that.
There's a reason that I'm over 300 years old, well, still looking fairly decent. For many of those 300 years, I was inactive. Deactivated.
Oh. So like a creation forge. Deactivated.
I've heard of that before. I've never been at one.
Oh,
Well,
there are few and far between, and I only heard stories. I have never actually seen one for myself.
well, I don't know if I've ever been to one, to my best recall.
Well, if we do run into one, because I don't know this area very well, we can investigate it for science.
Of course.
All right, enough
Oh.
with the mushy mush.
What about you, long, young redhead? Where do you hail from?
I'd rather not speak.
Well, to each your own. And she looks up to the sky and looks around for a bit. We should probably find shelter.
Do you want to get a
I'm
shovel?
guessing you're seeing something we don't.
No, you look up and you see a perfectly clear sky. And what's all cloud in sight. Which, is not strange. Hush,
Or
bud.
know something we don't.
Just from general clues. The danger could be strange. We could get, dry lightning, high storms, always strange weather.
Well,
But
it looks like we need to go find a place to stay during these storms.
oh yeah, definitely. Considering how little wind there's been today, and how low clouds, my guess is there's going to be a storm, pretty big one coming quick.
Is there anywhere nearby that we can see?
Everyone make a perception check.
Perception's garbage. Oh, not bad.
13, 14, 15, 16.
Just
And
trying to
then
stay in
Emily
line
had
today.
to bring it back to 13.
You know what? I'm sorry. I should have waited.
Okay, Anna, you're the only one that, fly high enough and able to see far enough ahead to see what looks to be a pile of wood and rubble, not too far ahead.
Like, okay.
Like of a Generation 2 airship.
Yeah. I'll go back down and let Hushby and the others know about it. And kind of just point them in the direction that they saw the debris at.
That
Are you
sounds
guys
like
ready
our
for
best bet.
as you, Anna, if you point towards the direction Anna's pointing, after a good 100 or so feet, you are able to see a crash airship. Not similar make to your own, but not used to be the instinct. And that's the wrong map.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Good alert. Jeez.
Ignore the people. That's the best I could find.
Oh my god, there's people.
Who are these travelers?
We found the sand people.
Hey, this is a crashed airship. Just for context's sake, this is a crashed airship.
This is a crash airship. Very similar make to the Instinct,
Okay.
but not the Instinct.
Okay.
Okay. Well, as we get closer, Anna's just gonna go ahead and kind of do a flyover circle.
Mhm.
Just kind of checking out the nearby area, just making sure there's nothing obviously dangerous to the crew and so on.
All right, make a perception check. You do see a few tracks leading from it, but
What do
that
the
seems
tracks
to
look
be
like?
humanoid,
Big, small, medium?
medium-sized humanoids,
Okay.
but they're leaning away from it, not going into it.
How recent do they look?
Not terribly recent.
It was within today, though.
Within a few hours.
Okay. Is
Like I
there
said, there haven't been that much wind, so the wind would have blown away the tracks a long time ago.
Yeah. Is there any obvious entry point?
Oh yeah, there's quite a few crash holes that remain in the ship, and even standard entrance ways to get under deck.
Okay.
But this one survived the crash much better than you guys fared.
Okay. Assuming that they don't antagonize him anymore, Poppy and Janice watch over Gareth.
Will do.
Of course.
Have Lunk and Emily kind of scout out the nearby area around the ship. Just make sure there's no individuals tucked away.
Sounds good.
And then Sphene go in with the remaining on the remainder of our crew and go into the airship and see if you can find some suitable still standing quarters that we can use for the night.
For shelter.
Yeah. Something that obviously doesn't look like it's gonna fall over if a mild breeze hits it.
To find the most solid looking room in there. Gotcha.
And if the crew can maybe find out how operational this airship is, if at all.
Look, as Anna is saying this, you have a bad feeling. Like a feeling you usually sense when you're in your homeland.
How close are we to the ship?
You're close enough to enter.
Okay, guys, I don't know if you should believe me now, but just be careful. I have a bad
Oh, it's not
feeling
coming from the
about this.
ship. It's coming from the sky. This feeling.
Oh, I don't like the sky right now.
Then go inside.
My spidey senses are tingling.
You mean the Peter
is the sky
tingle?
clear right now?
The sky's clear right now, and with no wind.
Okay, then Bunk go in with Sphene and the rest of the crew. If anything happens, you and Sphene are responsible for keeping them safe. Emily, you're gonna have to circle the outside area on your own. If anything comes up, call for help. And Sven and Lunkin try and make their way to you. I'm gonna try and trace down these tracks and see where they're going.
Well, we all have our jobs.
People are going to enter the airship.
For initiative, I mean, I don't know.
Yes. Just
Wait,
start.
what?
We're going to start with you guys. Those who are entering, make a perception roll.
Those who are entering the thing make perception. Got it.
Yep.
Like I'm garbage at perception.
Your eyeballs are starting.
What?
Oh, by the way, how dark is it?
Sky's clear.
I mean, inside the thing.
Oh, inside this thing, very dark.
Okay, I have my glowy orb out.
Okay.
It's a good thing 90% of the party has dark vision.
Wait, this roll makes no sense. Normally the dice roll and then it adds the 8. But it already changed the dice.
Yeah, auto ads.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like normally the dice itself will show. Oh wait, that's not my die. That's why.
Okay.
No, I was confused and I was looking at.
Oh my
12,
god,
but
he's
I have
actually right.
12.
It's the exact same die.
Yes, that's my point.
I'm seeing it now too. God damn it.
Now you see what was
And George
catch me off guard.
Why weren't my dice added? Dude, that's not your die. No, it's my die. It exactly says what it...
You two do spot a salvageable room. And no supplies. Like, this thing was completely looted. If there were any supplies in the first place.
I'd like to go about the room and make sure that there's no immediate dangers.
Okay, make an investigation.
So who was it that was supposed to scout out with me?
Sven.
Sorry.
Sven, you wanna help me? I'm gonna check around this room to make sure that we're safe in here for the night.
Of
Want
course.
to help me look around?
Okay, so one of you can roll with advantage, or both you can roll.
So this is perception, right?
Investigation.
Investigation. What do you have?
A -2.
I have a natural 0.
Okay.
Are we both doing, or
Both.
am I helping?
You're assisting in looking, so
So yeah, so Sphinx, you also roll investigation.
Okay. Wow, we gotta love those numbers.
Okay. You investigate. This room was originally, since the airship crashed, the room was tossed about, like, so whatever bed and clothing and
Other
whatnot. Yeah, it was definitely tossed around. There are scars on the walls where their stuff hit it. Yeah, but this room will be safe enough for the night.
Will it hold everyone?
Tightly, but yes, it will.
Let's see if there's a second room, so that way then we're not as packed.
agreed.
Makes note of first room.
This ship was much smaller than the Instinct. It only has 3 rooms in total. One captain's room, which is the biggest, and the other 2 look superior crew quarters, which you still see a hammock or 2. One end's not tied, but from what you can see, these were crew quarters.
Okay, are the other rooms okay?
They look okay.
So, any room is okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, on its side, but you can make do with, a room that's level.
So I'm just gonna go on the walkie-talkie. So we found a couple rooms that'll be able to hold us up.
Completely and utterly safe.
We'll go back. Has taken her Rocky talking. We'll go back and get Janice, Poppy, and Gareth, and take them over to that room or rooms, whatever you found, and get Gareth situated and see if Janice can get started on using that cactus material we found on Gareth's wound.
Okay. Anna and is it Emily that also went with you?
No,
Emily's alone.
Yeah, Emily was securing the perimeter around the airship
Okay.
on foot.
We're gonna start with Emily, and then we'll go to Anna.
It'd be easy to tell if everyone put their character on the map.
Shoot.
Mhm.
Oh, come on. Click jump.
Okay, Emily.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
I don't know. Really feeling it. Oh. Hey, I don't see anything. Guys are.
Yeah, the perimeter secured. Did a nice walk around. Totally didn't see anything. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Because I'm always skeptical of myself. This. Bam. To aid me in.
Okay. You don't detect any magic coming from the airship, or any so you can see within your 30 feet from you.
Well, seems good enough to me.
Okay. Anna. You follow footprints for a little bit. There only seem to be maybe one or two.
Mm-hmm.
One set tracks was very normal. The other one's kind of like one person was limping a little.
Okay.
Make an investigation check. Okay. The set of footprints of the one walking normal.
Mm-hmm.
Keeper. Like this person was carrying someone.
Okay.
Are we sure that this person wasn't just heavy set? We
Could
wouldn't
be.
exactly know if it was carrying someone. Sorry to butt in, but I just don't want to give too much away on a set of deeper tracks.
Based on where they're going, is there anything out in the distance that would have been a target for them, or do they seem to just kind of be wandering aimlessly into the desert?
They seem to be trying to go in the same direction you're going. Heading north towards the port city.
No, we didn't see any tracks at all going to the airship.
None.
I'm gonna go back to the Rocky Talkie and call back to the party. Once talking to Sphene first, well, the whole party, but Sphene, once you guys are all situated, and you got Gareth secured in the room, have Lunk and Emily go and check out further into the ship. Because I think people were there originally. Just before we got there.
All right.
I don't want you guys getting ambushed if people were left behind.
Hey, Emily. Let's
and
make
then-
sure Gareth is secured and everything.
And then while they're doing that, have the imp travel in ahead of Emily and Lunk. So if there is something, he may be able to spot it first.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Well, sounds awful, but he's gonna do it anyway.
So do you not want me to keep securing the perimeter then?
Well, I mean, once you're done securing it, go help inside, because I think there was a group there before us.
Yeah, but if we're all inside the ship, if someone comes up, we'll be blind.
Yeah, but they'd have to come in the ship and find you guys. Rather than having one person outside on their own. They'd have to go into the ship, and you guys would have the advantage on that front. Just finish doing your check around the airship, and then head inside and push in with Lunk. See what you can find.
I'm just gonna rummage around a bit too.
Okay, make an investigation check. Okay. Like Anna was saying, there probably was a group before you guys. This is not a recent crash, and maybe been maybe a few days old. Everything was taken from here. So no power gems, no supplies that you can find. You look around for signs of people, and there were people on this airship. Not now. Is there anything else you're looking to investigate?
I'm gonna see if there's a log anywhere. See as to why the ship crashed or something.
Okay, you look for a journal of any kind, especially in the captain's quarters or anything in the debris. Nothing. Signs of a crash in general. Unfortunately, you can't find any reason why this airship would have gone down.
Oh boy.
Saboteur.
Well, what were the signs? Just out of character. What were the signs for our ship going?
Oh,
We're getting
it clearly got
sliced
cut in
in
half.
Oh, so this ship is intact.
It
Okay.
it just fell out of the sky.
Okay. Now I understand.
Okay, Poppy, Janice. You're in a room with Scaris.
Yes.
Or you two helping each other out? You know, helping
Yeah,
Gareth?
you could say that, helping each other out.
Not in that meaning. Dirty mind.
Wink. I'm gonna say I'm helping Gareth get set up on something comfortable to sleep on.
He sees you approaches and just says, "Get away."
Says what?
Get away.
I'm trying to help you.
Piss off.
Man, you don't have to be such a meanie.
If you touch me again, I will kill you. Leave.
Shane's gonna go up next to him and just sit next to him. If you're ever uncomfortable, let me know.
I will kill her if she comes near me.
I'll keep an eye on her. You relax.
This is why
I'm
there were
gonna
more
walk
than one of
away
us
and
in
go
the room.
pout.
Rope.
I'm sorry, what was that, Gareth?
What a joke.
Brutal.
Okay. Imp.
Yes.
You follow these track further. They go on for a while. Like, these tracks are hours old.
Oh no! He was going in further into the ship with Emily and
Oh,
Yeah, scout
Long.
ahead for those
Oh.
two, yeah.
okay, I misunderstood.
yeah.
At first I did think that, like, go follows the tracks out in the desert, but it's like, oh yeah, no, that's it. That's the
Mhm.
case.
Emily and Imp. Make an investigation check.
I don't have investigation. Which stat is
Okay,
investigation?
I believe that's wisdom.
Yes, it is.
Okay. What?
So, 20 wisdom, that'll be a +5. I believe.
No. My wisdom is.
Investigation is
Oh, yeah. Okay,
I rolled a 19 plus 1.
investigation is intelligence. Sorry.
Intelligence? Let's reroll. Alright.
Perception. Is
okay.
wisdom. I knew they had to be different. I had to double check.
After investigating more of the ship, deeper into like the engine room and other signs where people might be hiding, you two are confident that you didn't find anything.
There are like
Like-
no signs of any like fight or damage.
Well,
Just-
all the, even including the Generation 2 airships, are known to have 6 wide, 20 feet long power jump core. That's gone. There is no supplies on this ship. Period. There's like nowhere to hide in like barrels and baskets and boxes. Nothing.
Well, we got a mystery on our hands.
Copyrighted music.
Do you want to get
Lost and
sued?
reported.
No.
Yeah.
See, this is okay because it's under the handle of cover.
I don't think you know how YouTube works, but okay.
Yeah. If you make your own version, it's a
It
cover.
was such a perfect rendition of the theme that we will get flagged. Yes.
Even if it was a little flat.
Okay. Who's still outside?
I think it's just Anna now.
And you do see on the far distance, lightning and just streaking like ferociously. Like this is the biggest, meanest storm you have ever seen.
And these footprints are heading right for it.
Are heading right away from it.
So did they turn off going anywhere?
Okay. This makes it more clear. The footprints are heading straight north.
Mm-hmm.
This storm is coming from the south.
Okay, so it was following us then.
Yes.
Okay.
Storm is sentient.
So they're heading. Whatever was moving north.
Mhm.
How fresh are the footprints looking at this point?
They're old. If there was even a gentle breeze, it would have brushed his tracks away hours ago.
But they still would have moved recently enough since today was a no-wind day.
Mm-hmm. So this, yeah.
So if she tucked and bolted, following the footprints at a low height, like a low altitude, like basically buzzing over the sand. I think it was 30 feet. Yeah. 30 feet or a 60 dash.
Yep. Full dash. You follow these tracks for a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes. They keep going.
Just nonstop.
Mm-hmm. You're getting a bad feeling. This storm is approaching very quickly, and you have no shelter. Lunk, you look out a port window, and you do see, and you can't believe your eyes. It's a high storm.
Yeah.
Native to your homeland.
What was that, Lunk?
Nothing. Just don't go outside. Stay inside. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing at all. Just a little tiny itty bitty storm. That
Killers.
You wouldn't want to go outside. It seems like this ship has endured quite a bit, so let's just stay here. I go into the corner and I start shaking.
Have these footprints deviated at all?
No, they're heading pretty much true north, which must be very good or have a navigator.
That's what I was about to say. So if they're just heading straight north, is there anything, I'm going to get some altitude, is there anything out in the distance that looks like would have been any cover?
I'm making a perception check.
I love my rolls tonight. Oh, good as always.
From the sheer nervousness of this intense of a storm you have never, ever heard of before. You just take a quick look and nope.
Okay.
I announce to someone, or who's nearby me in the corner.
I mean, you're just in a room full of people, so I'm sure everyone can hear you.
Someone should tell. Name.
Anna.
Yeah, someone should tell Anna to get back here.
You were Rocky Talkie. You can take care of it.
Wait, I do. Anna, get back now. I mean, if you don't want to die, of course.
That's debatable at this point.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do another scan, and then turn back.
Okay.
Didn't know Anna was a millennial, but geez.
You're getting very close to your ship, and it starts downpouring. I'm gonna have you make a Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Music bot, why are you peeing in the group chat?
Okay. From the sheer force wind and the horizontal rain that's going against your face.
I do have her. She does have her mask on.
Yes. With her mask down, you are able to make it and not breathe in too much of this high storm air. It does slow you down for a bit, and you're second get to the airship, and you're drenched, head to toe, in like you only were out there for less than 6 seconds, and you're sopping wet.
Wait, this is a rainstorm in a desert?
No, it's a high storm in the desert.
Yeah, but it's water. It's falling from the sky.
Yes, it is water.
So I take it these high storms don't normally happen.
No, it's very rare.
Okay. I look at Anna and question, why are you covered in water? Then again, why is there a high storm here? This is a desert.
You're asking the wrong person. Why anything's happening out here? Was the rest of the ship been secured?
I believe so. Yes. These rooms are safe.
And the rest of the ship?
At that point, you hear a loud boom of lightning just outside. Like a lightning bolt just hit outside the airship itself.
Well, let's hope this tin bucket can hold itself together. Hasn't anyone found any supplies in the ship yet, or is it pretty cleaned out?
Seems to be cleaned out. As if someone else has been here.
Well, someone else has been here. Whoever it was went north. But they left way earlier today. So I can only imagine that they're still quite a ways from the storm that's hitting us now. So let's just get back deeper into the ship where it's safer. We'll just try and wait this thing out.
Sounds good.
Okay, it is a little early, but we're gonna take a little break. Be back here at 8:18.
Start recording, Johnny.
Hey, play about that one for fun
No.
downstairs.
Okay, everyone's inside, and it's heavy downpour. What do you guys do?
I
Wait.
start exploring the rest of the ship.
Anna's gonna go over to where Gareth's at.
I'm sitting there pouting because Gareth's being mean.
You deserve it.
Threatened your life.
Okay, well, let's start with Slung. You explore the ship. You don't want to go onto deck because
Rain.
rain. You know what happens in high storms,
Yes.
and you have never been in a high storm that hasn't been protected by a storm guardian.
Yep. There.
It is scary. Like, oof.
I stick to the edge. I don't go deep into the ship. I stick to the edge so I can always see the outside at some point.
Mhm.
I try to stay to the edge. I don't want to. Is there a little bit of light outside still?
No, it is like new moon, heavy downpour rain here in real life. It is dark, 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 and dark.
Okay, I don't believe I have. Well, I have dark vision, so I don't need. Right.
Well, even with your dark vision, because it's heavily obscured, it's hard to see past the ship.
Okay. Well, do I find any kind of bottles or anything
No,
within the ship?
whatever was on the ship before, someone did a very good job cleaning it out.
Okay. Excuse me.
It's like me when I play Skyrim.
Oh, cleaning everything out.
Walk into a room, hit A button to take everything.
Mhm.
If it ain't bolted to the floor.
Okay, Anna, you approach Gareth.
Does Garrett do anything rude?
Sorry, that was to me.
Well, I don't know who else we have here that's named Garrett.
Okay, I didn't hear the name. Sorry. Say it again.
Anna's just going over to where Garrett's sitting after getting back to the ship. She's probably still dripping. Not like that, but she doesn't have those parts anymore. Anyway. So she's just gonna go over to where Garrett's sitting at. Or laying at.
He says nothing.
He's just laying there.
Despondent.
Anna's just gonna do what she did the night before, just kind of sit down next to him. Just kind of using one of her wings as a blanket. And she's gonna just do some minor maintenance to herself as she's listening to the storm.
It's not really a listen, it's more like it takes all of your hearing forcefully.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean.
I mean, for
Garrett doesn't seem very talkative. He obviously said something to Janice that she didn't appreciate, though I don't blame him for it. Poppy and Steen are hanging out doing what Poppy and Steen are doing. Just, checking over herself, making sure everybody in the group is present and, doing okay.
Okay. Poppy and Sphene. What are you two doing?
Mostly just playing music, trying to make sure everything is like semi-upbeat to try and mitigate what's going on.
Your music can't be heard of the storm.
very depressing time.
Yeah.
Not even music can solve.
I'm really
Talking-
tempted to shout plays louder.
Okay, shouting can be heard. Most music is drowned out.
I returned. Sorry.
Well, then I'll play my music for me, so I can hear it myself and just kind of look down at it.
You could feel the loot being strung. Sound is hard to be heard over it. You have never experienced in your 100 and some odd years a storm this violent.
This is such a weird storm. I've never seen one of these.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a first for everybody here. But it's probably best that we stopped when we did. Going up north, there was so far nothing else to hide in.
Yeah, even this conversation's at like a shout level. Just be heard over the storm.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I would shout, but I don't think anyone wants to deal with that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm just saying it for.
Fools rolled up!
Don't
I don't
shout at the mic, please.
I don't know. Not shouting is hurting my RP.
You're destroying the immersion, Chris.
Not my immersion.
Oh, alright, and the immersion.
I kid.
Okay, so what's everybody else doing besides pouting, playing silent music?
I have not returned yet.
The lunk's dead.
Lunk died.
Rip.
Hooray.
Kidding, Jordan.
What's Emily and Sven doing?
We don't know that yet. You guys don't know if I'm alive or dead yet.
I don't know, you tried to make friends with an angry rock golem. I wouldn't be surprised if you tried to find something else to hug and eat you down.
Oh, rip.
Oh, wow. Bold accusations.
Well, seeing what I've seen, I think that's a pretty confident accusation. As you can see by Exhibit A, rock golem. And exhibit B, cactus.
Well, we don't know anything because y'all never went to, never touched him, never got any closer. You didn't want me to get closer.
Well, they stood up and they didn't look very happy.
I got pretty close and they didn't do anything to me.
Probably because they don't see you as a threat, so.
And that's fine by me.
Anyway.
Jenna?
Solank hasn't gotten back, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still out. Who knows where.
Janice, Hushby goes up to you and just sits next to you. Yeah, she's just sitting there quietly. And just seems on edge. So, strange question to ask. Do you,
Janice even here?
Brian,
Brian?
What do we say about names?
To get people's attention.
Oh, Gareth.
We can always edit it out.
Janice,
That's fair.
Janice, Janice, where are you, Janice? I got a boop.
That was me pinging.
Oh, sorry about that.
I
Okay,
don't
Ask the
forgive you.
question.
Janice.
was
Okay, Hushby
busy
sits next
crying
to you,
herself.
looking nervous. And she's like, speaking very loudly to speak over the storm. Do you and Garrus have a thing.
Bow.
A what?
Oh, I just saw him enter your room, and then you say hi, and then he just left. Felt very awkward.
I'm legitimately confused here. When was this? Where you just entered my room and left? That's
That
all
was back when we had
I
airship.
legitimately do not remember that. I remember him taking my room because we broke down his door, but that was about it.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know that. It was right before the ship got cut in half.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, still, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's move on like we pretended we knew it happened.
Yeah. I don't though.
Oh, okay. That just seemed weird, and I don't know. Just I had to question that. So, do you know of any other relationships that's going on in this group?
What do you mean relationship? Like,
Oh,
friend?
like yeah, friends. What's that?
I'm gonna talk to the innocent child here.
The one who has feelings for another person definitely doesn't know what she means by friends.
This group seemed like we're close knit, and then some bad breakup happened, and just kind of just made everyone, I don't know, don't want to talk to each other and just avoiding each other.
I think it's because the ship crashed.
I,
Everyone's kind of, I don't know, Garrus being extra mean.
Do I hear Janice say this?
no,
Okay, good.
because over the
Phew.
the intense storm that is the high storm.
Right, just since they were shouting, I wanted to check. Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Things like this happen here in the desert. Like, I have lost way too many friends, but I keep doing what I do because I'm good at it. I'm surprised that you guys all came out relatively okay in eyeballing Garrus well, relatively.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we get lucky a lot.
Yeah. Even after your leader went down, you guys took big hands over here took command pretty quickly and got you guys together. Most groups I see do that never survive if their leader goes down. They will immediately try killing each other.
Well, I try to help out, but I keep getting yelled at.
Oh yeah, you seem like the perfect person to help. Like you, very knowledgeable. You look like a cleric.
I am a cleric.
She doesn't know this. And just overall, like the perfect person to help, and everyone's like, no, bad. Do you know why is that?
I don't know. And it's bothering me because they keep calling me evil, but I'm not. I wouldn't hurt anyone. She says sadly with a solemn face.
You feel hushed by his hand on your back and just kind of pat his back. Trust is the hardest thing. Okay, going over to Sphene.
Is Fiend even here?
Yes,
Oh.
No.
I'm sitting over by Gareth.
You see Anna's wing over Garrus while Anna's making repairs herself. It's very anxious. The pure anxiety of a very intense bad storm. And there's not much you can do about it except try to wait it out.
Is this what she's saying to Sveen?
No, just the sheer volume of the situation you're going through in your head.
This place used to be so different. It's terrifying what a Tarrasque can do.
She's saying that out loud or is that to herself?
Out loud to herself, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm asking, because that would determine based on whether others would hear it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Due to the storm giving us jackhammer decibels.
Yeah. I imagine if you're right close to her, you'll hear it, but if you're not, good luck.
I don't know. Would you assume that I'd be close enough then at that point, Chris, since she's next to Garrett?
What's your double gear hearing? And the general high perception you have. You're able to pick up pieces. Enough to assume what she's speaking to herself.
Well, Tarrasques aren't meant to be nice. At least from what I understand.
Wait, if you're saying this to yourself, you wouldn't be saying it out loud.
No, she's saying it. She's saying it out loud.
Mm-hmm. Anna, make a history check.
A history check.
Yeah. Ancient stories of a Tarrasque-like being. The Tarrasque that you briefly saw was unlike those stories, but people call it the Tarrasque.
So the thing I saw was different than what I heard originally.
Yeah, the original Tarrasque, you see it as like a cross between, in real life, a cross between a T-Rex and like a
Turtle?
turtle crossed with like Bowser.
And then what was this one that hit the town?
This one was skin like leather, black, very very narrow face, and like 16 eyes on each side of its head.
But it's not like the one that hit this area was the normal anyway.
No. Although odd, you would remember it.
Not odd for someone to remember it when it's the thing that killed them.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah. It really past few weeks.
I understand how you feel.
Do you? You just took a fucking nap.
Much like you miss your sister, I miss my old...
You know, there's a possibility they live. At this
No.
point, I doubt my sister's made it.
My family lived. It's been over 300 years. Dwarves don't live that long.
No, elves do. And even then, I don't see anything I remember.
wonder if the Gemforge name keeps going.
What was that?
I wonder if the Gemforge name keeps going.
I guess this is something you have to find out. My family name died when everyone in the city did.
Oh, say, Hushby.
She can't hear you. She's talking to Janice, and that,
Oh.
and
I
they're
thought you said she
screaming
wandered back over towards me.
No,
Fine. Never mind.
you can go over to Hushby if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
Say Hushby.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the name Gemforge?
She thinks for a minute. I can't believe I have, dear.
Was just curious since you knew about the past and stuff.
Oh, what I have learned about the past is what I have found here. You know, halflings and gnomes don't live that long. My father was a gnome and my mother was a halfling. And wasn't really a place for me at home, so I came here. And a place for me here.
So what do you know about the past?
Not a whole lot, surprisingly. From the records I find, there were as broken and fragmented, I guess you can call it. I know the Zadian War, and Warforges were part of it, mostly on the Dwarven side. Elves seem to use a lot of magic.
Well, I know I was made by the dwarves. I don't know much about the elves. Just seems so quiet and stale. Would you like to hear more about my kind?
One day, maybe while we're walking, instead of shouting over the storm. But yes, I will, once we get back walking tomorrow, I'll listen in and write down your tale.
Oh, my tail is quite long. Well,
Oh,
still going.
You have a tail?
and as you come back, Lunk, over here in this conversation.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Unfortunately.
There is nothing to this ship. This ship has been cleaned. Dare I say, scrubbed clean.
Well, if that's the case, I guess there's nothing to worry about. I suggest then at this point everyone just get some sleep for tomorrow.
Imp, what are you doing?
He's just like crawling around the ship, seeing if there's anything that could have been left behind.
Make an investigation check.
Alright. That was intelligence, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, this ship was clean.
Well, guess he's gonna go back to the main party
Yeah, most of them are singing about or standing about, trying to talk up the storm. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you fall asleep?
I think
Not particularly.
we're pretty good.
Okay. You guys do get your long rest in. It's hard to sleep through the sheer loudness storm brings. But you guys do pass out. Is there anyone keeping watch before I continue?
And I probably
I mean-
will do.
Fiend is always kind of keeping watch. You know, ability doesn't actually sleep.
Okay. Between Anna and Fiend, I'm going to have Fiend roll a perception check first, and then would be Anna. Now, heavy rain. Your ship goes...
Basically, unless something smacked me in the head, I didn't notice much.
Yeah, basically. Ship's in quiet. About halfway, about 3 a.m. is when the storm passes. The night becomes dead quiet. Anna, roll a perception check. Great number. Nothing to show.
Yeah, that's my life.
Again, about 3 a.m., the storm passes. Violent as it was.
But it's gone now, you said?
It's gone now.
Anna's gonna wait let's say about 15 minutes for the storm to get well out of the area.
Mhm.
And then, after she took her rest, she'll, get up and start heading towards the door that they all came from to kind of check out what happened outside.
The ground is soaked, but you do see the sand just kind of like any standing puddle of water don't last more than a minute or two, and the ground just soaks it right up.
I'm assuming the footprints I saw are gone.
Oh yeah, long gone.
But the sand is just pretty smooth and whatnot from the storm.
It is like there are some new sand dunes that fall like waves. Almost like a completely different landscape as it was when you saw it before the storm. There's a nice breeze coming from the backside of the storm. Other than that, it's peaceful out.
Anna's in a walkie-talkie back to Spain. Looks like the storm's passed. I lost the footprints I was following, but I'm gonna try and see if I can pick up their trail again.
Well, I'll get Gareth attached to the horse again, and we'll start making
It
our
is
way north.
3 a.m. and everyone else is sleeping except the...
Oh, sorry, I thought it was way past that already.
The
Sorry.
elves are up, so Lunk and Emily are up because they only need 4 hours.
Yeah.
Hey, we're healed from that crash.
Yes.
We've been healed.
I mean,
Yeah.
Long rest,
Sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Sure that-
Yes.
No long rest, yes, but you guys didn't lose any hit points or spell slots, so you know.
No, sleeping for the sake of sleeping.
Sleep.
Bennett,
Reference.
When in doubt, long rest.
but I'm gonna go check out and see if I can maybe find who was out walking around. Maybe they can assist us with Gareth.
Okay. How long do you plan on searching, Hannah?
How far ahead is the storm from where I'm at currently?
It's moving at a pretty good pace, and it seems to be heading now northeast.
So eventually it'll peel off.
Yeah,
my
it'll
original
eventually peel
plan.
off this continent and go into the open ocean.
Based on how far we've traveled so far, how many days of normal walking are we still out from the city?
You only did one full day, so you have about 7 left.
Hmm. Sveen, how well do you think you can help everybody march through the sand going north?
I'm sorry, how well can I what?
Like, help, assist, make sure everyone keeps together.
I mean, everyone looks fine.
Well, we got an adventurous one who looks like he wants to get his ass kicked by some rocks, so...
Look
I
at
mean,
here. Like, all the Rockatakis broadcast the same.
yeah, that's fine.
Oof.
I can hear you, you know.
Good.
Well, I'll work on getting everyone up and ready, and we can
No,
start heading.
don't. It's way too early for people. Just let them rest. It's
So what
probably
is it
best.
you're
Hmm?
wanting me to do?
I want to go out to follow these footprints, but at the rate they've been moving, I don't know if I'd be able to reach them in the sight of a day.
And why do you want to go see them?
Well, someone knocked them out of the air. They have survivors. They could have
And-
supplies, and someone there might know how to take care of Gareth.
And what if they're not so nice?
Well, then I'll deal with them.
What if they deal with you first?
Well, then I guess that's the way it is out here. Won't be the first time I'd be gone.
But would it be the last?
I doubt it. Too many resources are spent on me just to let them fall away like that.
Your funeral. I'll try and keep everyone here for as long as I can while you have your fun little adventure.
I mean, would you rather try and go check out the footprints?
I'd prefer not to even follow them.
Well, they're
What's the
going the
point?
same direction we are.
So,
So we're gonna run into them one way or another.
when we do, we do. Who says we have to rush it?
Says that stick in Gareth's back right now.
The desert's a hostile place. Scouting ahead would be very wise. especially in smaller numbers to attract less attention.
I'm not saying you can't go. I'm just saying you can go and have your own fun. I'll stay here and try and keep everyone here while you have your adventure.
Kinda sounds like you don't want anyone to go.
I could care less if
I've
you went or
noticed.
not.
Emily, Lunk, you two still listening?
Unfortunately.
Well, it's clearly been decided. Go Scout. And we'll keep in contact.
When the others wake up, hook Gareth up to the horse and head out. Emily, try and keep a 30-foot forward point from the rest of the party.
As
And
expected.
Lunk kind of hang in the back.
Alright.
He should be in the middle.
I can
Hate
do
for him to
that.
slip away.
Well, I mean, he'll make that choice for himself.
Look, if I want to go out and get myself killed, I will do it.
I know, I saw
don't
that.
I'm just more worried about the rest of us.
Sven will be with the horse, Hushbot will navigate. Watch Janice. I don't know what her malfunction is.
What is your malfunction?
What is your major malfunction?
Dysfunction junction. What's your function?
And if I lose the tracks anymore, nothing comes of it by noon, I'll be making my way back to you guys.
Works with me.
And if anything drastic comes up, just obviously let me know, and if you can give me a mild, vague direction of where I need to go. So just be careful. I'll be back at noon.
Okay, are you taking the imp with you?
Well, he can't match my flying speed if I'm going full bore.
Actually, yes.
He has a 30-foot fly.
Actually, it's 40.
Oh,
Try and match my speed.
Challenge accepted.
No, have him stay with the party so he can fly out ahead of Emily. And if anything comes up, he can kind of relay back. And if he cooperates well enough, there'll be goodies waiting for him. Whether we find him in the desert or we find him when we get back to town.
Okay. And what's that? And it's off. Flying. Okay.
Straight north.
Straight north. Been a few hours. And it's been gone. It's about 7 a.m. and everyone else starts getting up. What do you guys do?
Everyone's starting to wake up.
Yep.
I wake up.
Well, when I see everyone start to wake up, I go and make sure that, we're all ready to leave.
By this time, the sun and the sky dried out any remaining standing puddles of water. And it's a dry, hot day in the desert again.
Well, it's as if that storm was an illusion. No trace of it ever being here.
Well, maybe it was.
Maybe. Or maybe the gods have it out for us.
What even made that storm so dangerous?
Beats me. All I knew is what it was. Why it came to the desert is beyond me. I've had these storms back in my village. Rare though it may be, they are and were always dangerous.
Hushby comes in like, So you know these storms, right, Lunk?
I have some experience. Yeah.
Okay, well, for me, exploring this desert for almost my entire life, it's only twice to 3 times I have ever experienced one of these storms.
So you're saying these storms have happened before?
Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah. I have heard of many adventurers thinking they can traverse it, and they find nothing but a corpse afterwards.
Yes, these storms are nasty.
So what do they call them in your home country?
High storms.
That is a good name for them.
Yeah, because, you know, it's like a storm, but much higher and much deadlier.
So, how often do they happen in your hometown?
Oh, some years we've had it twice. Other times it's been 5 times a year. But, you know, the last couple of years before I left, we only had one each. So,
Oh, you're quite lucky. Like, I have heard of towns that are just get hammered with them at least once a week.
well, we are fortunate. Our houses were not very strong. I don't think we'd be living there. I don't think my tribe would be living there if we're as bad, you say.
Well, I applaud you. Like, I will not want to deal with that more than once every blue moon. Sounds like you deal with that quite often. No wonder you left.
Yeah. You could say that.
I suppose. Now that the storm's passed, she get going. Where's Anna?
Hannah decided she wanted to go ahead and scout.
She blinks a few times, like, toss her head. Okay. Okay.
You
So,
want to help me with Gareth at all?
I can help.
I don't think you'd want yours right now, sadly.
I don't pout.
I would attempt to help, but I don't know how much help I'm gonna be.
Help is help.
Okay. Goes and
Okay.
helps.
you get Garrus, sled situated and get Garrus moved.
He's despondent, just doesn't react.
Okay. Everyone gets going. The following Hushby's instructions hanging northward. Anything you guys want to talk about before I switch over to Anna?
I mean, Isn't there the story time with Fiend and Hushby eventually?
Oh, yes. As soon as Hushby gets on the horse with your help, she takes out pen and paper, having her map close by with her compass. And she, she's like, okay, ready.
Well,
Four
We weren't-
score and 7 years ago.
my type of Warforge weren't mass made. They were made upon commission.
Yep, and you see her riding down.
I don't know exactly how much I was worth, but it varies. Depending on the complexity and other things.
We don't need to go too much into detail. We'll just say you spend majority of the day up until you hear back from Anna telling your tale.
I mainly just tell her all about my Warforge type.
She asks a few appropriate questions when maybe write down in as much detail. It is in the shorthand as you look at the notes. But that's probably journal's shorthand. Journalers.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
You just passed sunrise.
Yeah.
You spot no track from previous day.
Yeah, and this is kind of keeping trucking north based on what I saw. Let's see if maybe I can find a place the party can find refuge in the next night.
Make a perception check. You fly for a good another 3 hours. It is approaching that rendezvous time.
Mm-hmm.
You do spot a small cave and some curious tracks leading up to it.
The same set from before, or is it a different set?
Just one set.
Is it similar to what was there before?
No. And these tracks are, from what you can see, fresh.
Medium humanoid monster style.
Medium human.
Based on when I peek in, how deep's the cave?
It goes in fairly deep. You see some shine off some water.
What was that?
You see like reflecting off the water, like the sunlight reflecting off the water. Like there's like a small lake off into the corner of this cave.
And gonna
You cut out there.
I know. My bad, hold on. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Anna's gonna keep hovering off the floor of the cave just so that she doesn't make any noise really going in. Just having her guns at the ready. Looking around as she's going through.
Small cave.
Does it look like there's any entry or exit points?
There are like a side tunnel right next to the entrance of the cave, and there's another tunnel on the way back. Cave.
How deep's the cave that shoots off to the side?
It's not very deep. It maybe goes another 25 feet. It goes 25 feet back, the main part of the cave in this lake, and then it turns left and goes deeper in.
The little side shoot one?
Yeah, the far back one.
No. You said there was one to the side of the entrance.
Yeah, they're in the front entrance. It's when you go You're first walking, you say you turn right.
Mm-hmm.
That one's very small. And it seems to be.
Oh, okay.
You look right in, and you see a small bridge going over a small chasm.
How does the bridge look? New, old, tattered?
Made out of stone. So whoever did this, it was man built. And it looks relatively well kept.
We're gonna just check that. Right, so it is right. I'm just kind of, again, just hovering in that way.
Mm.
Based on how far I flew in the time I did, what's the likelihood that the party would reach this point walking?
Oh, they'll probably reach this point by sunset.
Okay, so we can use this as a place to camp out for the night if it's cleared out. Okay. I'm just gonna keep that in the back of my head and, like I said, take that right hand path.
Mm-hmm. You don't know how badly I want to show you this map, but I can't.
Why can't you show it to me? Do it. I wish to witness this map.
One sec then, as I'm
gonna need it for navigational purposes. What time of day do you say it is right now?
It is approaching your rendezvous time.
Okay. Well, before I go any real deeper in, I'll go up to where that bridge is at, and then I'm gonna whip out the walkie-talkie back to the party.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's everyone doing back there?
Okay, it is approaching noon, and it is calm, quiet day. Hot, stinking hot.
Everyone seems to be doing alright.
Garrett doing okay?
Sulking, yeah.
No. Not much we can do with that right now.
We haven't seen anyone yet.
I found a cave system on the path north. You guys should be able to reach this. Hopefully before it could,
In the desert?
well, I'm just telling you what I found. We should be able to reach this point by sunset. I'm just gonna check it out. Make sure there's nothing dangerous in here. And then I'll start heading back to you guys.
Sounds good.
If anything comes up before then, just let me know.
Will do. Safe travels.
You're right about here.
Okay. So you said the right path goes off and then there's the bridge?
Yep. The bridge is right here.
Was there anything in the cave that, besides that bridge, that would kind of represent a...
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lake right here, but Roll20 doesn't allow me to draw decent lakes. So, blue line.
Yeah. But to the right path, there's no, other human or man-made structures outside from that.
Make a perception check.
Lol.
Okay. You look over the bridge. Now you don't see our man-made. Yeah. Truck.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, just continuing hovering over to where the bridge was.
Mm-hmm. You see over the bridge something very shiny. It's yellow in tint, but not quite gold. And a lot of them.
Look like coins, or
It does look like coin. And as you are looking over, you hear a very young voice. So, do you want to see my collection?
where did it come from?
You look over, and coming in from out of invisibility is a young brass dragon.
Young, so it is small.
It is small, but he looks very excited. Like, huh, perfect! I have just the thing I want to show you. Come here, come here.
She's gonna be hyper cautious going into this room, like checking the walls, the ceilings, the floor.
Oh, this is definitely, you walked into a dragon's lair. But this dragon does not appear hostile.
Yeah, it wasn't instantly breath weapon, so I mean that's a plus.
It's like, okay, just got this yesterday, and turns and points at a power gem core, everything from the airship you were expecting.
Where did you get all this exactly?
Oh, I just found it. I find things. It's great. I love it. I love showing it off too. So I can't believe I found a person I can show this off to.
So you came? Did you down that airship?
No. I am much too weak for that.
Did you? Whose footprints are outside?
Oh, some survivors. I turned invisible and just flew right over them, nice and quietly, hop onto the airship, and just took everything. It's great. I love human technology. They have this giant electric core right here. You see this, you just touching it. It's like, ooh, sappy.
So where are the survivors then?
Oh, I don't know.
But okay, there were footprints that came in here though.
Oh, and every time people find footprints into a cave, they come looking, and then I get to show my collection.
So you just make footprints to bring people in here to look at your stuff?
Yeah, I worked on you.
Well, I was following people who survived the crash ship, so I thought they would have come in here.
No, then I will have talked to them too, because then I have more people show off my collection.
So you haven't seen anyone?
Not in a long time.
Hold on.
Name's Naru. What's yours?
1 second.
1.
Okay, going to the other party members. You heard from Anna talking about a cave heading northward. And that's the last you heard from her. So what do you guys do?
Go for it.
Keep going that way?
Okay. It's past the rendezvous point from Sun and Sky when Anna's supposed to meet up with you.
Do you think hurry, you guys, or
What do you think? What are you thinking?
I was asking, should we hurry? I mean, she hasn't come back.
He's fine. Usually is.
I'm back, sorry.
Okay, we're gonna switch over to the rest of the party.
No, you're fine.
Garrus. As you're laying there on day 2, you hear something in the back of your head. Laughing.
Ignore it.
Good. Good. Ignore me.
Continue ignoring.
Okay.
Guessing it. What's his face? Hingle McCringleberry.
Okay. Is everyone like, talking
Let's
about
go and
stuff?
check on Anna and try and find her.
Okay. It's approaching 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it hasn't rendezvous with you, haven't checked in. At that point,
Yeah.
we're going to push back to Anna. And no time flat, Nelru has talking your ear off.
So outside of the shit that was taken from the ship, what else does he have?
Oh, he has like piled of a rare-looking gold coin. Not really gold coin, but just a coin you haven't seen since back when you're alive. It's called the Electrum.
But I have seen this.
You have brief glimpses, and you flashback memories to when people were just kind of handed over like gold. You do see in this young dragon's hoard different spell scrolls, different books, potions, helmets, armor, a warforge that looks very similar to the way Sphene looks, but not to that extent.
So,
Something like that.
Where's all this come from? Are you...
I find it like during the day when I'm not talking to people about my glorious collection, I go look around for more stuff to add to it.
So these coins, where are they from?
Oh, all over. Got 6 cents about it, Feel a little metal on the ground, just kind of go digging. And it's just, sometimes I find 1 or 2. Sometimes I find a nice pile. It's great. I love this place.
Is there anything else you...
Now that you've asked, come deeper.
Okay, well, hold on 1 second. Where did that come from, Saint, as she points to the Warforge?
Oh, I found that creation forge. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But my most impressive, absolutely most impressive.
Wait. Back up.
What?
You found that at a where?
Oh, what the humans call a creation forge is a bunch of stinking machines. Most interesting piece there. My flying carpet. And he points to a 3x5 rug.
I agree, it's cool, but... Okay, where is this forge at, then?
Oh, it's only like 2 days from here. Westward.
Is that alive? Or Wolfwork? Oh, having hiccups, sorry.
No. Every once in a while I do get her to do a little twerky whirl on her little pedestal I put her on. But she hasn't moved, haven't talked, nothing. It's a nice, interesting piece in my collection, don't get me wrong. But, again, flying carpet. Amazing.
So, who else is in this cave system with you?
I don't allow anyone else in the cave system besides me and whoever I want to show off my collection to.
So there's no one going the other way towards that lake?
The lake has. Ooh, I need to tell you. The lake has my most important relic ever in it.
And
great.
what would that be?
Oh, come close. And he kind of like claws his ways and hop his ways across the ceiling walls, flies on his big leathery wings. Now, if you look at the very bottom of this lake, you see a bright yellow orb. And you do, after pointing out, a yellow in his eyes, but black in yours, looks like a giant rock. Hang on one sec.
Ah,
You know, you could have just muted that, Kirby.
no, that'd be a waste.
Okay. Well, Anna has her computer trying not to kill itself. We're gonna switch back to the rest of the party.
I'll try and call out to her through the walkie-talkie. Seems like a smart idea.
Mm-hmm. You call out. No reply back.
Okay, well, she's not replying.
Sorry, I don't know what the hell my computer just did. It just blue screened my ass.
Rip.
So continue what you were saying. I'm getting my stuff all rebooted.
Okay.
Well, Steen tried calling out to you, no response. You're too entranced by the conversation.
Wait, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Steen tried calling out to you on the walkie-talkie.
Oh, give me a second for my computer to catch up on itself because you guys are lagging a little bit.
No reception in the caves.
Yeah, absolutely none.
Oh, like there's actually no reception?
Yeah, your communication's being blocked.
Okay.
So
I don't hear anything anyways. Cool beans.
While your computer is rebooting, we're gonna switch to the party members that haven't got much talking in.
Nope, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Is there any interesting role-playing questions you'd like to ask each other?
Anybody else sweating their balls off here? It's
I
hot.
don't sweat. I don't sweat, sir.
I'm sorry, I'm female.
Those valid answers.
Doesn't matter whether you are male or female or whether you have them or not. The sweat's still there.
I mean, it's more or less like baking right now.
How far to that cave?
I don't know, she's not responding.
Well, does anybody see it?
You guys look around, and you guys don't see a cave.
Not currently, no.
Well, that's fun.
Yes, very.
Okay, we'll go back to Anna.
Mm-hmm.
If your computer's ready.
Fuck, I hope it is.
Okay. Continue on. Nelru explains
Yes.
that this is an ancient meteorite that formed this crater in the ground.
Then he drug it here? Or has it just existed here?
Oh, no, I found this cave system, I made it my lair. And because this rock is at the bottom of this lake, I decided to just call it home. It is.
Have you tried doing anything with that rock?
Well,
Like
I
getting
haven't
it out?
tried anything with the rock, but every once in a while, I do see a dwarf female come by and she just wants a piece of the rock every once in a while.
Did she say what it's for?
No, I'm just way too busy talking about my collection to care about her things. She does pay quite handsomely for it. So,
Well, that's
small piece.
So about that warforge you got in the other room. Did you say you can get her to do dances and stuff? She doesn't communicate?
Oh, you want to find out? Let's go. Let's go back over there and look. Brings you back over there and just you see on the back of this warforge a giant a wind-up gear system, and the dragon turns it, and as soon as she lets it go, and it does a little ballerine dance on its little pedestal. Like, isn't that sweet? Oh, human technology is so great.
It just seems fairly basic for such a complex design.
I don't know what it's built for. I just know it's amazing. That's why I have it here. Cause
Would you mind if I try to see if something's out of whack? Maybe see if she talks?
ooh, if you make it even better, oh, I'll be so in your debt. Please, please. Work on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait for it to finish its thing.
Within a few seconds, it stops.
And then I'm just gonna go up to it and see if there's any real access or something's missing or something's there that shouldn't be.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Okay. It does seem like it has rusted in places and seems very, very lacking.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't never finished.
Well, I don't think it's. You took it from this forge and it wasn't done yet. I think you're just holding on to a shell of what could be something.
Ooh, can you fix it?
Not with what you have at hand here. This would have to go back to the forge.
Ooh, I have some tools you can use. And he runs back into the lair and a few minutes later comes back and just has broken hammers, screwdrivers.
This is all well and good, but this isn't enough. I need, we're talking about, parts and material. I can't just hit it with a hammer and call it good. Is that forge Is the forge defended at all? Is there any kind other constructs there, or is it just abandoned?
Many other trucks. There's even a Defender. It's called itself a Defender AI. Ooh.
So you just walked in because you were invisible? You didn't have to fight anything?
Yeah, I walked in, but it definitely sensed me, and I saw this, and it was sending some big mini golems at me, and I took it and I ran.
So this thing was trying to hurt you.
No. A very, very big Warforged, just keeps, raises armor as high as he can go. But she is a large being, so a good 20 feet tall. Yeah, about that big. Maybe bigger. Very, very impressive. It shot a beam at me that barely missed. And, ooh. If I had hair, I will definitely have some burnt hairs on me. Got some burnt scales. You want to look at them?
No, I think I'm okay. So, I got an idea. If you would indulge me on this. Right. What'd you say? Naru? Naru? So, I got a deal I can make with you. Okay? I have some friends that are on their way here.
Ooh, he just gets wide-eyed when he's mentioned friend.
One of them he isn't in the best condition. He's hurt pretty bad right now. And there's probably about another 5 of us and a horse. If you would allow us to stay here in your cave overnight, we're not going to take your stuff. You can keep your stuff. We just need some shelter. And tomorrow, would you be able or willing to help us get our hurt friend back to the port north of here, a few days to walk?
Gets a sly smile on his face. Agree. And he hands out his massive claw. And he wants to shake.
But
on it.
I'm not done yet. This is a 2-part deal. That's part 1. Part 2. You help us find that forge you're talking about. And you take us there. Help us get through it. And when we're through it, and all those defender constructs have been dealt with, if we can't handle them, if it's too much, we'll back out. And we'll just leave it alone. We won't punish anyone for it. But if we make it through those constructs, and we get to the forge, this thing, pointing at his little dancer, I'll get this thing to work for you. But you gotta help us with those other constructs. As best you can, obviously.
Deal. But I do have to point out 2 things. First. One, we'll be going to the territories of 2 other Drakes. One calls himself the Endless Cold. And one barely comes out of his lair, called the Shroud Wingless. If we get caught by those 2, either one, we're dead.
So how'd you get through without getting seen?
I turned invisible, and it just flew right in.
Do you know where their lairs are?
Close by, because when I was flying out with my prize, I had the unending cold chasing after me. It didn't venture past its let's say it's territory. But it said if I came back in, I will be dead. So, as part of this deal, I want you and your friends kill the endless cold.
I don't know if we're prepared for something bigger than you in terms of a dragon's
He just
capacity.
stands up on his hind legs and points towards his chest.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming they're bigger than you.
Oh, you know what they say about assuming.
I don't.
Oh. Well, should I tell you?
No.
It's how you spell it. I gotta tell you that.
But the first part of the deal is we can negotiate the second part. But the first part is very important.
How we get your friends here, and you guys can spend the night, and we'll go from there.
Based on his size, like, how is he big enough that he could carry people?
Two humanoids, medium-sized humanoids.
Well, that's sitting on his back.
Yes.
What about in his hands?
That's total. He is a rather he's a large being, which means max he can carry is 300 pounds.
Okay. How long would it take you to fly from here to that port city?
Port city? There's more people? Oh
There's
my
a lot
God.
of people, but I don't know if they'd be the happiest thing. We can try and talk to them. I don't know how they're gonna react to you.
How long does it take to get there? He just looks really excited.
Probably a 7-day walk.
7 days, 7 days. Okay, if you take me there, it'll be amazing.
Okay,
He definitely acts like a little kid. Like you're dealing with maybe like a 12-year-old.
If you go there, there's a couple things you need to realize. I doubt most of the people there, if any, have seen anything like you before. And they probably aren't going to be the most entertained by it from the get-go. So you're going to have to, not freak out. You have to keep it chill and mild. And I don't want to see anyone get hurt because everyone's freaking out. You know what I mean? Just
he stays over for a bit and is like, not problem. I just turned small, and he turns into a bronze dragonborn.
Yeah, you look like that, and don't change into your bigger form, and I think you'd be okay.
Yeah, and he pops back into his big form.
But just realize that the stuff that's in that city, you can't just take it.
Why not? That'd be amazing to add my collection.
But because those people own it, that's their stuff. Would you like it if someone came in here and took your stuff?
Why are you taking my stuff?
You
mine.
But exactly. Then that's their stuff. You don't take
their
other
stuff is
people's
my
stuff.
stuff. So why would they take my stuff?
No. Their stuff is theirs. Like this
Their
Warforged
stuff
here.
is mine. Got it.
If I took this Warforged and I walked out with it and said it's mine, you wouldn't be very happy about that, now would you?
No, I'll kill you. Try doing that.
There are people in that town that's the same thing. That belongs to them.
But why? It'd be great in my collection.
You can trade. You get all this gold here. You trade some of that gold for cooler stuff.
This is not gold, by the way. This is electrum. It's much cooler.
He is filthy, filthy rich and doesn't realize it.
Just listen. Don't take anything from that town. I'll get your Warforge working one way or another, so that it's not just a dancing thing. But you just not that town. Just leave their stuff.
At this time, the rest of the party is approaching sunset, and you do spot the cave that Anna was talking about, but no signs of Anna.
I'm gonna enter the cave and just yell out Anna.
I'm assuming I heard that.
Yeah, you heard the cave is pretty echoey.
Okay. Anna's gonna put her hands up and be like, stay here. I'm gonna go talk to them so that no one freaks out. Stay here.
He's just kind of bouncing on his back legs, just like, fine.
She's gonna
show my shit.
She's gonna fly over to the entrance of the cave.
Okay.
Where everybody else is at.
So this is where you've been. We've tried calling you on the walkie-talkie.
I haven't got it. But, okay.
Why are you shitting us?
I need you guys to take a deep breath. And you need to listen to me very carefully, she says, glaring at Lunk. And this is where we're going to be resting for the night. Okay? But it is very important that when we go inside, that you do not take anything, glaring at Lunk, or harm the person who lives here.
I'm not even looking at you right now. I'm looking elsewhere.
There's a bronze dragon in here. It's a little one, but it's more than enough to mess us up if we do something wrong. He's pretty tame. He's talkative. He wants to show you his stuff. Just look at it.
Don't touch.
Don't touch it unless he says you can. Don't pocket anything, because if he kills you...
He wouldn't see me take anything anyway.
Let's not test it. This is his...
He wouldn't mourn your death. Let's just say that.
This is his place. And I doubt that we'd survive the night in the cold if he decided to kick us out or kill us. So, just don't.
Okay, yeesh.
So,
Well, anyway,
let's
meet our host for the night.
Lead him deeper on him.
How big is this dragon?
It's not very big. You walk in, you see that he is roughly 20 feet tall and 10 feet wide.
Is White standing on his back feet, or?
Oh, yeah, he's standing on his back feet right now, and because he's standing on his back feet, he's taller.
20 feet tall.
Sven's gonna do her, courtesy of bowing and introducing herself.
Oh my god, you have a mechanical horse and a beautiful warforge. Can I add him to my collection?
No.
I'm sorry, but I am my own person, and my horse is mine.
But you're so pretty, it'd be a perfect addition to my collection.
Sadly, no. I have my own goals I wish to fulfill.
We got a
Thank
deal
you for
made,
all
Maru.
compliments.
We'll get your stuff working. Just breaks.
Okay. First thing in the morning, we're leaving. Okay? But first, I'm going to show you all night long my collection. And that's where we're stop for a night.